here I am recording the 30th episode of Moving Forward with the ICCI, the podcast of the International Coaching and Counseling Institute. And like I said in many episodes before, my name is Noa Brume. I'm the founder of the ICCI and, of course, the host on this podcast. 30 episodes. Who would have thought that I will get there? And I decided to make it a special one. And I asked you, our audience, to send me questions. There were a lot of them. So I randomly picked 5. But the first one is one that I deliberately picked. And I'm going to start with this. The question was, what is the biggest lesson you have learned as a coach that also helps you personally? And I think the fact that we are here on episode 30, I started this podcast over 3 years ago. I never imagined that we will get that far. But the message here that sometimes you just need to start the way, to walk the walk. And things will happen on the way if you insist and if you like the way. So here we are, 30 episodes after I started with the first 3. When I just launched the podcast, I recorded the first 3 and I thought, let's see what's going to happen. And just looking back, that's there we are, 30 episodes. Now, why am I saying this? Because a lot of times in coaching, we are talking about the small steps. We are talking about pebbles on the road. We are talking about not giving up. My aim was to just be there with my own voice and with the voices of people that I enjoy listening to, and to bring coaching and to show how it is connected to real life. And those of you who are following us know that we talked about all sorts of things related directly to coaching, and some were more around coaching. And this is the message. I think this is what I learned, that yes, you have to have specific goals, and sometimes you have to achieve them at a specific time. But sometimes a goal can be that you would like to start something and see how it works. And then you look back and you think, wow, I've done all that. I think this is a message to all of us. For example, business owners that just start. So this is for all of you, coaches to be. You might start just with studying and then just completing your diploma. Maybe then you add a website, then you add a LinkedIn profile, all these kind of little things that then you look back and you see it and you think, wow, here I am, achieved all that. The same if you are recruiting people to a new job. You don't know how is it going to be like. You recruit the first person, the second person, and then slowly you have a lovely team of people that are working together with you. So that's the message. Slowly, consistently will get you quite far. It doesn't always need to be zbang bada boom. And here are the results. Results can come also after a while when you're wiser. Second question. What keeps you going or motivated? So I'm a life coach, a supervisor, but I'm mainly a trainer. And what keeps me going is you. If it's people that I meet in lectures, in workshops, if it's people that I coach, or of course my students in the long trainings that I see them for sometimes a couple of years, sometimes more, they are giving me the motivation to keep on going, because when I see other people thrive, and I love teaching. What is the biggest lie people tell about coaching? Easy. That you're going to be a millionaire. No. Maybe some. Some will be able to make a lot of money from coaching. That's great. But most people make a normal, I don't know what you call normal, but a nice sum of money if they work hard, fill up their diaries. Yes, there is a way to make more money from coaching, but the lie that you will make 5K a month just because you are out there and you call yourself a coach, a big lie. There's a way to go before you get there. It's not impossible, but this is not a given. when you finished the coaching course. Do you think anyone can be a coach? Yes and no. I'll start with a no. I don't think anybody can be a coach. I think it needs to be somebody who enjoys working with other people, somebody who has the ability to sit and listen and not to put themselves in the center, but to put somebody else in the center, because it is all about empowering other people. And there are many people who enjoy that. This is what gives them, it keeps them alive, you know. I believe that a lot of teachers, leaders, they enjoy doing what they're doing because they see other people work together and thrive. Saying that, I strongly believe that coaching skills such as empathy, putting boundaries, listening, the ability to really be there and try to help another person succeed or go over some difficulties, it is a human resource. It's something that everyone should know and learn, and it's not so hard. It just takes somebody to open your eyes and to practice it with you, and somehow you will do it to a certain level. Then not everybody can become a coach, like I said, but some people find it extremely useful in their jobs alongside what they do. What upsets you? Many things upset me, and there's a lot to fix in this world. But I think what upsets me most in this setting of the ICCI is that people label me for who I am because where I was born, without checking who I am really, and what is my background, and what have I done, and what are my beliefs. And I will be specifically explaining that I am Israeli. I was born in Israel. I've been living outside of Israel for exactly 25 years now. And my belief is that when I am an Israeli outside of Israel, I can do and achieve so much more in terms of, let's say it, peace between people than in Israel. So at the moment, this is where I would like to carry on living. And I have achieved such a lot in that. So, for example, I had students from all over the world, but from places, countries that if I was to stay in Israel, I could have never have met, sadly. So I am a true believer in internationalism, in equal rights, and the ability of people to thrive no matter who they are, but also the freedom to be friends with whoever they choose. So yes, at the ICCI and also in courses in companies and organizations, I taught people that had very different opinions to me, and yet we managed to find the common ground. I had not just students, I had assistants, co-trainers at the ICCI that came from Pakistan, Turkey, Iran, places that really I maybe could have never met. That's not through the ICCI. So I keep on going, but what upsets me most is that people label me, and I must admit, there are people who choose not to come to study with us because of who I am. Yep, that's a given. And it does, I'm reading the question again, it upsets me very, very much that people cannot see beyond the label and they don't come and check. Moving to the next question. What is the most important thing you have learned about yourself in the last years? Well, this is something that I actually learned right after our son died. This was 21 and a half years ago. To be authentic, to be your true self, to talk the truth, to be as congruent and honest with yourself as you are with others, because this is the best way to be just yourself. You don't need to put up a brave face. You don't need to pretend you're not who you are. It takes such a lot of energy. So I learned it through the hard way, to say what I feel, to say what I think, when it especially was when people thought that I should get over it already after 3 months. And I remember just saying to their face, no, I can't. I'm still extremely upset. So I learned that this is actually was the right way to go, rather than pretending that I am what I'm not. And I'm taking it and I'm doing it throughout life, basically. Funny that this is the next question. I hope it's okay to ask, do you feel less successful because you are overweight? Well, I feel less successful for many, many years being overweight. I'm not proud of it. I have tried, trust me, almost everything. But it doesn't make me less or more successful as a business person, maybe, because I think your appearance in the eyes of others is very important. So it takes me more time to maybe show others that what I'm doing and what I'm talking about is very relevant and very good. I know people judge fat people, but I want to believe that over the years, the fact that maybe I had to struggle a bit more made me better at what I'm doing. What do you hate the most about your work? Marketing. If the courses could be filled with students without me putting any effort, that would have been lovely. It even comes first before administration. I don't mind doing administration. It's actually, I see it as a celebratory moment of, let's say, the last month or whatever that I need to do in the business. It reminds me what happened and why do I buy this, that, or the other. Fun facts. Last week I had to buy fans because it was so hot here, and the place where we teach, yes, it has air conditioning, but it's not enough. So, and I have a lady who is pregnant on the course now, so I had to buy 2 fans to take together with us. It did a good job, those fans, but yeah, so it's a fun moment. If I look again at the invoice and I'm thinking, this is what I bought. And of course, to see who were my clients this month, that's always a very nice moment. But marketing, I learned to love it. There's a lot of fun in it, but if somebody could take it away from me, I would have let them do it. But I strongly feel that without your own voice, people will not really know who you are. I think that's connected to one of the points I've made a couple of minutes ago. And it is important that at least part of the marketing, especially for a small business, you will do on your own. So this is a message to all of you coaches out there. Voice your voice. People want to learn and see who you are, and not just a big name or promises that are not yours. Was there a point in which you felt that you've made the wrong decision about a student? Yes, of course. There are people who know how to convince you that they deserve or belong to your course. You have to understand that I am now interviewing every person who comes on the course. There is a reason. I want to see that there's a good fit and that we are the right course for them and they are the right students for us. But there were, over the years, manipulative people that I felt that they still have a lot to learn before they become coaches, or maybe not to become coaches at all. So yes, I have made those mistakes or decisions to get them on the course. I did learn that as much as I would like as many people, everyone, to learn coaching skills, coaching tools, not everybody can become a coach, even if they really tell you that they are very, very motivated. Was your career affected by the fact that you have a child with special needs? Yes, of course. Part of the reason why I'm self-employed and I'm trying to arrange my own time is that we have a daughter with special needs, and I needed to be with her a lot, especially when she was younger. Now it's a bit better, and it was a decision to take that I will go and open my own company. I never learned to run a company. It's just something that I had to learn as I went. And it helped me a lot. I could manage my time. But it is also, at least when she was younger, she took a lot of my time. Like during a week, she's not independent until today. So yeah, it does affect my career, but I don't think I would have done it any other way. How did you open the ICCI? Huh. when I saw this, when I saw this, when you sent it, I thought, oh my God, this is like 3 hours. I can tell about it. How? Maybe a bit of my background. I was in education since the age of 18. Um, Studied, worked with mainly adults in adults education, also during my university years. This is what I studied. I have 4 degrees in education, 4 teachers training in different places in the world and for different people. So I love doing that. I love teaching. I love training. And then after, well, I was a university lecturer in Oxford University, and then our son died. And after that, I felt that I also need to do something with helping people, because it's really putting a long story to make it very, very short. But after a few years, I decided to go and help people in my situation who lost babies and pregnancies. And this is when I started counseling. Later on, I switched to coaching because it's just much, much more positive and happier. But I am a counselor and a coach. I became my own trainer's assistant on the second year. So I started the first year, and when I was already in the second year, it was a 2-year course. I assisted her with the first year because of my background in teaching in universities. I taught in the Hebrew University in Jerusalem and in Oxford University, and basically I grew from within. Yeah, so I became an assistant. I was an assistant for 4 years, then a co-trainer and a trainer, and then I basically took over the international branch of a Dutch academy, they called it at the time. I think they still do. And then it was just time to fly with my own wings. And actually it was my staff who said, don't you think it's time? You basically run it yourself. So yeah, that's what I did. How did I open it? It took a long time, many, many months to come with a concept and with a name and lawyers, and because everything needs to be backed up when you open a school. Yeah, you effectively open a school, and permissions and accreditations. And of course, website and programs and graphic designing and marketing and all that kind of thing. But yeah, eventually I opened it. Started with just 2 courses, or one, actually, just with one course that became the foundation and advanced, and then carried on year after year. And of course, opened more courses, workshops, lectures, all that kind of thing. Developed it with time. But yeah, this is how I started it. So if you do have the right background and you do feel that you have something that you want to teach others, it's hard work, but it's not like it's possible. Yeah, I don't say everyone can do it, no, but it is completely possible, and I would always encourage people to do that. What makes you laugh? I did deliberately leave that one to be the last one. Actually, well, I don't know exactly. I do know that I used to laugh much more when I was younger, before we lost our son. I did talk to one of my clients about it recently, that there's kind of like a how will you say it, a cloud hovering above you after you go through such a loss. I think I was laughing much more when I was younger. But saying that, there's a lot. I love fun, kind of fun moments, and I enjoy fun moments with people. I cannot point exactly what makes me laugh. I think a lot of things actually, but a good sense of humor. Like a good British sense of humor. I'm lucky to be married to a Scot. Scottish people have a very good sense of humor. He does make me laugh. That's it. That was me. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, a bit of a strange episode, I know, but I thought, so many people are asking me things over the years, so here's an opportunity to talk a little bit about what I do and about myself, and I hope you enjoyed it.